Good afternoon, everybody. It's Brandon Doherty, Dale Weather Guy, and I'm not doing a live this afternoon. We usually do Wednesday with DWG, but since yesterday was New Year's Day, doing Thursday with DWG, but not live and doing a recording. This way, if I mess up, I can always start again, and I have. All right. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a little bit of the current observations, and then from here I'm going to go into the storms that will possibly be getting over the next couple of days over this weekend. So I'm going to go over that in a little bit more detail, but and just to warn you that the Monday system is still 4.5 days away. So again, the general idea of what I show you, probably that's what will happen. The exact details are still to be determined. So that won't be determined until Sunday. Okay, so these are current observes with wind gust, and we can see that we've had wind reports of 30, 31, 15, 26, 18, 15, 20. Okay, in the area, and that's mostly due to the storm that passed us already and the store and the kind of like the pressure gradients. So that's kind of that's essentially common. It's not unusual. Current temperatures, we have 36, 34 in Tallyville, Montchanan, 35 in Hockessin. Uh, is that Hockessin? Yeah. Oh, and Ashland 35, Hockessin 33. So temperatures are dropping steadily, and well, it's evening, so they're dropping even more, and they will do so tonight. All right. So what I'm going to do is kind of go over this little presentation I did because I think we all need a like reality check as to what we need for a good snowstorm. And just because you get cold weather, you don't always get the snow. The two don't really relate to one another. All right. So, but to get a good snowstorm, you need these three essential pieces, but still, that doesn't guarantee you anything until the day it happens, until you see it. All right. So, you need fresh Arctic air, and we're going to be getting that. So, that's going to be, I would, you know, I mean, if I could do a little, that's a definite. That's check. You need the pieces for a storm. Well, we're going to have those because they're coming from various places, but we're going to have those. And then you need a good track. North of the storm, there's snow. South is rain, ice, and sleet. Now, we're going to have the tracking because these storms are going to be over land. So we're able to see them the whole time. You know, when we get an ocean storm, we have to forecast where that low is going to form, and it's kind of a crapshoot, and it's sometimes it's throwing darts. It's not really that unscientific, but just to just to tell you that until that storm comes along, we don't know where that low is exactly going to form, especially in the ocean. So these are not ocean type storms. These are land storms coming our way. So we're going to have all these elements, and we're going to have we're going to have the precipitation. It's just a matter of a few things that, right now, detail wise, we just don't know. Okay. But I'm not going to go over those. I'm just going to give you the kind of like general broad brush look at it. All right. All right. We're going to have the cold. That's obvious. We're going to get a fresh injection tomorrow with this little first system we're going to have. You can see here how temperatures are going to pretty much stay in the low 30s um, to high 20s at night, even lower it, as we get towards Monday. So um, that's a given. So that's a check. The second thing is the storms. Do we have the pieces? And the quick answer is affirmative is going to be is yes. We have the pieces. Okay. The first storm is tomorrow. Now, that's just a light dusting. That is not a big deal. Okay. And I'm going to show you on the models that, try to generalize the time and then, we'll figure out the rest as it moves on. The second storm comes in Sunday and Monday, and that's going to be a little bit bigger, more substantial. And yes, there's the chance for uh, amounts to be between 2 and 6 right now, I would say. And it depends if northern part of the state probably will receive less than the southern part of the state. But if the storm moves a little further north over the next few days, that could all change and it could flip flop where the north gets more than the south. So, again, we're just going to have to wait on the details to that. All right. So we won't know the final verdict until later uh, later Sunday. And then the tracking. And like I said, these are not ocean systems. These are land-based systems, land lows, if you want to, and we can see them track. The first one's going to come from Canada. It's going to zoom right under us. That's pretty. That's pretty certain that it's going to do. What it's going to do is send a lot of upward motion. Okay, but it's not going to have a lot of precip to it. All right, so it's just going to be what it is. The second one, and it's kind of shown here, that's the one that's more substantial because on the top you have the snow, the middle you have ice, and the bottom you have rain. Well, because of the orientation of the trough, we're in the northern part where the storm is going south of us, and we're gonna be right in the heart and the meat of that system. So that again is pretty certain, and you know, it's kind of a matter of how much are we going to get, and that won't be determined until like I said later Sunday. So we have the elements to that. Okay, we have all the elements we need. Um, this is what it looks like on the models. This is most recent run of the GFS. This is the Friday system, and you can kind of see it's a kind of a weird depiction. I don't agree with this so much as I agree with this depiction of the storm of the system. Okay, again, light amounts. You can kind of see. Let me get up Peyton. All right. Well, that's going to be a problem because yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my cursor. Okay. Um, you can kind of see here the amount. It's very light. The storm goes, right off the coast. Now, what's interesting about this is that go to the next. You can kind of see that this ocean system right here. This is going to be interesting because where that low forms is going to be a real player in how much more snow we could get. So I doubt that's going to be too much of a factor, but it could be, and we could get a surprise. All right, I don't think so, but It's there. It's on the table. All right. So here is the Monday system, and you can kind of see it coming in Monday morning. It's really coming west to east. There's no secret. It's not gonna push northeast. It's gonna stay pretty much winds, upper level winds are west to east. So it's just gonna move along. Now, the heavier blues, let me show you this, are, you can see them go through Washington, Baltimore, and then through central Delaware. I think areas like Dover and Smyrna, you're going to do okay. Middletown, probably with this storm. The lighter amounts stay north. This, like I said, this is going to be a general 2 to 4, 2 to 3 to 6 somewhere. I don't see it being anything, more than that unless it gets additional energy from or strengthens additionally. Um, so you can kind of see that that pushes through, and it's a little further north in this run, like I said. And it's still around by 7 p.m. and it's finally out by 1 and 7 a.m. the next day. And then it gets colder. So, that's the general idea um, with these systems. Uh, I haven't really formed an opinion on how much. And again, the second system, we still have a couple days. Things, the exact numbers are going to change all over the place. So I'd rather give one estimate of where things are going to go, and then that's it. I don't want to keep on changing amounts every 6 hours. All right. So that's it for me. And, maybe I'll do one of these tomorrow to see where we're at. And I'll keep updating us. Maybe I'll do an actual live tomorrow. I'll have to set it up here at the weather station. All right. So have a good evening. If you have any questions, let me know. Brandon Doherty, Daily Weather Guy, saying adios. Have a good one.